Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about HCF and LCM and the problems which can be asked under HCF and LCM. So to get into the concept of HCF and LCM, we need to know about the key terms like factors, multiples, and common multiples. A factor divides a number completely without leaving any remainder. So which means, for example, factors of 30 will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30, which means these are all the numbers which divides 30 exactly without leaving any remainder. The multiples of a number are the values obtained by multiplying the number with another. For example, the multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. Common multiples, for example, we'll take the multiples of 3, which is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and the multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, etc. So the common multiples of 3 and 4 are 12, 24, 36, 48, and so on. And then we'll be going to finding out the HCF and LCM. So HCF is the highest common factor or the greatest common factor. So HCF of 4 and 6. The highest common factor of 4 and 6 is 2. So the HCF of fraction numbers, if you want to find out the HCF of fraction numbers, HCF of numerator divided by LCM of denominator. For example, HCF of 3 by 4, 2 by 3, 6 by 8 is equal to 1 by 24. HCF of 3, 2 and 6 is 1 and LCM of 4, 3 and 8 is 24. So LCM is the least common multiple or the number which is divisible by 2 or more given numbers. For example, LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. The number 6 is divisible by both 2 and 3. So here for HCF we can say the highest number which divides 4 and 6 is 2. So like that we can find out the LCM of fraction numbers by LCM of numerator divided by HCF of denominator. LCM of 3 by 4, 5 by 16, 7 by 8 is equal to 105 by 4. The relationship between HCF and LCM of two numbers. For example, let's take the two numbers be A and B. HCF of A and B into LCM of A and B will give me the product of two numbers which is A and B. So the HCF and LCM, this rule can be applied only for when they have two numbers. HCF into LCM will always give me the product of two numbers. So methods to find HCF and LCM. So you have prime factorization method and division method. So prime factorization is nothing but expressing the given number in terms of prime numbers. So we express all the three terms based on the prime numbers. 144 as 2 power 4 into 3 square, 104 as 2 cube into 13, 160 as 2 power 5 into 5. So the common factors of 144, 104 and 160 is 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8. 2 cube is the HCF. So the division method, we'll just take the value 184, 230 and 276. All the three numbers is simultaneously taken and divide by the numbers which divides all the three numbers. So here 2 exactly divides 184, 230 and 276. We divided by them. And after that 92, 1115, 138. All the three numbers are divisible by 23. So it will be we'll be getting 4, 5, 6 as a new quotients. So 4, 5, 6, all the three numbers are not divisible by the same number. So now the HCF will be 2 into 23. 2 and 23 divides all the three numbers. So that's why we can say the HCF is 2 into 23, 46. So now if we don't know this 23, if we are unable to get the 23, we can use the step. So for example, find the common factor of 184, 230 and 276. So take any two numbers. Then we take the first two numbers, divide the highest number with the lowest number. So 230 when divided by 184, we will get remainder 46. Now divide this 184 by the remainder. So 184 when divided by 46, my remainder is 0. So now from this I can say this 46 is the HCF of 184 and 230. Now by the obtained HCF, just divide the third number. So 276 when divided by 46, I am getting remainder 0. Since 46 exactly divides 276, we can conclude that 46 is the HCF of 184, 230 and 276. Two numbers are said to be co-primes when they don't share any common factor between them. For example, 4 and 15, 2 and 9, 3 and 4 are co-primes. The LCM concept is very much useful when you are solving problems based on time, speed, distance and time and work. So getting familiar with calculating LCM will be a most helpful and easy way to solve problems based on the above topics. So we'll take all the 4 values or 3 values simultaneously by long division method, L division method, so that we can find out the value of LCM. So 420, 460, 112, 108, all the 4 are divisible by 2. Then we'll get 210, 230, 56 and 54. All the values are divisible by 2. Now we get 105, 115, 28 and 27. Unlike HCF, in LCM, even if it matches 2 values, I can divide that particular number. So 105 and 115 is divisible by 5. So I will get divide this 21, 23, 28 and 27. Now 21 and 28 is divisible by 7. So we will get 3, 23, 4 and 27. Now 3 and 27 is divisible by 3. So 3 when it is divided by this 1, 23, 4 and 9. If we have to calculate the LCM, just multiply all the values from 2 to 9. 2 into 2 into 5 into 7 into 3 into 1 into 23 into 4 into 9. So we'll get 30240. Now we'll just go to the problems. The greatest number that will exactly divide x, y and z. So this indirectly means find the HCF of x, y and z. Whenever we get a keyword, the highest number that divides x, y, z or that exactly divide x, y, z, that means the concept is HCF. So find the largest number that divides 735, 819 and 714. So which is nothing but find the HCF of 735, 819 and 714. So we can directly find out this dividing by 3 and 7. We will be getting the value 35, 39 and 34. So the HCF will be 3 into 7, 21. So second question. Find the length of the plank which can be used to measure exactly the length of 4 meter 50 centimeter, 9 meter 90 centimeter, 16 meter 20 centimeter in the least time. This also explains the same logic as the previous one. The highest length that measures all the 3 lengths like 450 centimeter, 990 centimeter and 1620 centimeter is nothing but finding the highest number which divides 450, 990 and 1620. Okay, so HCF of this is 90 centimeter. So we can say we need a plank of length 90 centimeter to measure the given length in the least time. Same way here, 4 logs of woods of length 5 1 by 4 meter, 1 13 by 15 meter, 3 1 by 2 meter and 4 9 by 10 meter are cut into small pieces, all of which have equal length. Each piece of wood is as length as possible. Each cut piece is given to a set of 2 carpenters to work on something. How many carpenters are there to work? So here also the same thing. Since they have given the word, each piece of wood is as lengthy as possible. So the maximum length that divides all the 4 values. The highest number which divides 5 1 by 4 meter, 1 13 by 15 meter. So we need to find out the HCF of this value and divide each value by that HCF. See, 4 woods of length is converted into improper fraction so that it will be easy for calculation. 21 by 4, 28 by 15, 7 by 2, 49 by 10. HCF of that fraction numbers will be HCF of the numerator divided by LCM of denominator. So LCM of 4, 15, 2 and 10 is 60. So divide all the values individually by the obtained HCF. So 21 by 4 divided by 7 by 60. 28 by 15 divided by 7 by 60. 7 by 2 divided by 7 by 60. 49 by 10 divided by 7 by 60. So when we just reciprocate it, we'll get 21 by 4 into 60 by 7 plus 28 by 15 into 60 by 7 plus 7 by 2 into 60 by 7 plus 49 by 10 into 60 by 7. So you will get, in the first case we have 45 pieces of wood. The second case we have 16 pieces of wood. The third case we have 30 pieces of wood, and the fourth case we have 42 pieces of wood. Altogether there are 133 pieces of wood. And in the question they have given in the last part that each piece is given to set of 2 carpenters. So 133 into 2. So totally there are 266 carpenters to work. Next type, the greatest number that will divide x, y and z, leaving the remainders a, b and c respectively. Which means we need to find out the HCF of x minus a into y minus b into z minus c. For example, here the greatest number which on dividing 1448, 1355 and 2020, leaving the remainder 8, 11 and 4 respectively. Which means we need to find out the HCF of 1448 minus 8, 1355 minus 11, 2020 minus 4. So HCF of 1440, 1344 and 2016 is 32. So the answer is 32. The least number which is exactly divisible by x, y and z. So the number which is divisible by x, y and z, which means the LCM of x, y and z, we need to find out. The concept behind this is based on the LCM. So the largest number, find the largest number of 4 digits which is divisible by 12, 15 and 18. So here, just by seeing the largest number, we cannot directly take HCF of this. We need to understand the logic behind this. They are asking the largest number, but which is divisible by 12, 15 and 18. So the largest 4-digit number, which is a multiple of 12, 15 and 18 is the question. So first we need to find out the LCM of 12, 15 and 18. The LCM of 12, 15 and 18 is 180. So our task is to find out the largest 4-digit number which is a multiple of 180. Okay, because that is the number which will be divisible by 12, 15 and 18. So in order to find out that, we will take the largest 4-digit number and divide that by 180. So we will get remainder 99. Okay, so now when we subtract this 99 from this divisor, we will get the exact multiple of this LCM, which is a multiple of 180. So 9999 minus this 99 will give me 9900, which is the largest 4-digit number, which is a multiple of 180. Type 4, the least number which when divided by x, y and z leaves the remainder a, b and c respectively. So in that case, what we are supposed to do? We need to find out the LCM of x, y and z and subtract minus r, where r represents x minus a, y minus b and z minus c. So you will be able to understand with this example. Find the greatest number of 6 digits which on being divided by 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 leaves the remainder 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 as remainders respectively. So here just see the scenario. 6 when I divide, I'll get remainder 4. So what is the common difference? 2. 7 when I divide, I'll get remainder 5. So again the common difference is 2. So when we have common difference as same, so that R will be the common difference, the difference between the divisor and the remainder. Okay. So now again we need to find out the LCM of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 2520. The greatest 6-digit number is 999999. So that divide that by 2520 and we'll get the remainder 2079. So that 2079 should be subtracted from 999999. So we'll get 997920, which is the largest 6-digit number, which is exactly divisible by 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. But our question is it should leave the remainder 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we are supposed to do? From that we need to subtract the common ratio, which is R. So 997920 minus the common difference, which is 2. So we'll get 997918 as our answer. For type 5, similar to the previous case, but here we have same remainders. So x, y and z. Least number which when divided by x, y and z leaves the same remainder or in each case. LCM of x, y and z at that time plus the remainder. So in the previous case, we subtracted the common difference. In this case, we need to add the remainder. For example, what is the least number that must be subtracted from 1936 so that the remainder which when divided by 9, 10 and 15 will leave each case it should leave the remainder 7. So now we need to find out the LCM of 9, 10 and 15. So we know it is 90. So we need to find out on dividing 1936 by 90, we are getting remainder 46. Now when we subtract 46 from this, we'll get the multiple, exact multiple of 90. But we need remainder 7. So we need to subtract that 7. So the required number is 46 minus 7, so which is 39. So when we subtract 39 from 1936, when divided by 9, 10 and 15, it leaves the remainder 7. Type 6. The greatest number that will divide x, y and z, leaving the same remainder in each case. So HCF of x minus y, comma y minus z and z minus x. Whenever we get a problem like this, like find the greatest number n that will divide 82, 111 and 140, leaving the same remainder. Though the remainder is not mentioned, we can just find out by calculating the HCF of the difference between the numbers. Like HCF of 111 minus 82 and 140 minus 82 and 140 minus 111. So HCF of 29, 59 and 29 is 29. So we can say our answer is 29. This is one of the commonly asked questions in various competitive exams. When two numbers are considered and one number is a factor of another number, then we can just divide the remainder alone. So the question will be like this. When a number is divided by 84, the remainder is 56. When the same number is divided by 21, what is the remainder? Though the dividend is not given, we can find out the remainder for sure. So for example, let me just consider this table alone. So when a number is divided by 84, the remainder is 56. But when the same number is divided by 21, what is the remainder? We can clearly see that 21 is a factor of 84. When one number is a factor of 84, then the quotient will definitely be divisible. So we don't want to bother about the quotients. So now we need to just consider only the remainder. We have remainder 56. Just divide this 56 divided by 21 and whatever the remainder we are getting, that will be our answer. So 56 when divided by 21, the remainder is 14. So our answer is 14. Again, this will be the recap of whatever the points we have discussed, and these are all the various commonly asked questions that comes under HCF and LCM. Apart from this, there are also many problems which can be asked. So, but the approaches will not change. So you need to think on your own, and then you need to solve the problem using the concepts which we have discussed. So please practice more problems so that you can get well versed in the topic of HCF and LCM. Though it is an easy topic, students are not able to solve the problem in the stipulated time. So try to practice more problems based on this. And this is one of the easiest topic where you cannot lose your marks. Thank you.